Welcome back. Exciting news. We have Deadwood Floats in the studio. Get pumped. I know I am. Thanks for coming out, guys.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks.
And lady. Go ahead and introduce yourselves to the audience.
I'm Adam.
I'm Drew.
I'm Katie.
I'm Tommy.
I'm Joel.
And I'm Chris.
Chris Hudson.
This band is fantastic. They came to me in a weird way. I started listening to their stuff. I was blown away. Let's start at the beginning for you guys. Where did Deadwood Floats begin?
It started, me and Drew just kind of did it as a side project right before freshman year when all of our friends went away to school. Passed some time. We stayed up all night, did some recordings, and just kind of kept going.
Yeah, and then through the fall of the first year, we kind of didn't do much with it. We played maybe one show, which I didn't even really want to do.
Had to talk him into it.
Yeah, he had to talk me into it, and he had to pay me off a little bit.
It wasn't fun.
But then winter quarter came, and through a mutual friend, we met Katie, and she did some violin work for us on a couple of songs, and we really liked what she had to add, and we actually, Adam asked her to join the band without talking to me first, and then I was kind of pissed off.
I kicked her out.
And I came back, and then Adam was like, "Okay, I'll kick her out, and then you can ask her to be in the band too." So we both asked her to be in the band.
And then a week or two after I joined, we all went to Athens for the weekend. And that was just kind of like a good time for us to hang out and kind of like solidify our sound, like incorporating the violin. And it was nice for me to get used to playing with them because I hadn't played with people who did folk and people who play that kind of music before, because I grew up playing classical. So
Gotcha. Which you can totally hear that. And then how did you come into this band?
I came into the picture. Well, I was real good buddies with these guys throughout high school, and actually, I've known Drew since preschool. So
yes, our parents were friends, which means we were friends when you're 3 years old.
Play dates.
Yeah. Play dates. Arthur.
Thing. Yeah. So so I had known them for a while, and I played some guitar on a couple tracks for some recording that they wanted, and then I played a show with them just to get sort of a more full sound, and then I think like just after that show, the three of them, there's this really big moment in my life where the three of them got down on one knee and proposed to me to be in the band.
Oh, how romantic.
Yeah.
I didn't take you guys out to be romantic.
We're very romantic.
But you had candlelight. It's very cute.
I remember it with candlelight. I don't think there was, but it was in a basement. It was in a basement of one of the dorms, and it was a little creepy, but it was awesome. So.
We'll turn it into a movie and sell it to the
Right. Yeah. And this is Joel.
Yeah, I played with Adam and Drew in high school, and then did some recordings with them last year, and then finally this year I came back from Pittsburgh where I was going to school, came to OSU, and I'm happy to be here and happy to play with them. I've been playing with them a few times. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Sounds like a lot of fun. The name Deadwood Floats. It sounds interesting. What does it mean?
It really doesn't mean anything.
Doesn't mean anything.
No.
It means less than
we were
anything.
hanging out in the woods.
Yeah.
And Joel, just like in passing, don't ask me how, because I don't know what conversation would have led to this, but he just said the phrase Deadwood Floats. And I said, if I ever start a folk band, I'm going to name it Deadwood Floats. And then, so then I started a folk band and we named it Deadwood Floats.
Right.
Yeah.
It just popped in your head?
He remembers more than I do.
I don't remember much.
Sounds like a fun trip to the woods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We took a lot of trips to the woods.
That's true.
Yeah, it actually sounds that way in your music. It sounds like you could be outside actually playing this music.
Yeah.
You do have a mini mix-up album available right now at bandcamp.com. It's a mix of all. I don't know. Tell us the process.
So what we have on Bandcamp is basically all the early demos that we recorded from that first fall, like through the winter, through the spring of that first year, and some of them feature all four of us. Some of us actually feature Joel even on the drums, and then some of them are just one or two people. But it's basically just a collection. It's a grab bag of all the stuff we've recorded since the beginning.
It's very good. Mix up or not mix up CD. It's very good. And I listened to it as just knowing there was a CD, and I loved it. So make sure you go check it out. But the next steps moving forward, what's the plans for you guys?
We've been having a lot of fun writing new music lately, and I think that's a good thing because we're moving away from doing like a lot of covers at our shows and doing more original stuff. So I think there's some excitement there. I think it's been real cool kind of like growing our fan base a little bit and getting people to listen and like our music that aren't just like our friends or that we don't know personally.
Right, because you guys are up to about 800 likes, so go out and like them if you're watching the show, go like them right now.
Yeah, so that's been real cool. It's just really a lot of fun playing music with these guys. We don't have like huge plans, as of now, see where it takes us. It's cool that we have like friendship at the base of it. And we have an EP coming out from the winter, which we recorded in Nashville. So that'll be like our first sort of professional recording, if you will. So.
It's going to be called Province, named after a place we ate breakfast one morning before we recorded it. Yeah.
It sounds awesome. Like I said, I love the mix-up one, so I'm excited to see like a full effort push through.
Cool.
Your music doesn't fit in one genre. It's all over the place, which is outstanding. So that brings up where do you guys get all your musical influences? Because you see it in different parts of the songs.
I think sort of a ragtag collection of different influences. Since we all come from really different backgrounds, like some of us being classically trained, some of us just like teaching ourselves these instruments, like it has like a real different type of sound than anything else just because of that. Like a couple bands that really influenced me are like the Arcade Fire, the Black Keys, really like the National. What about you guys?
I guess like bands like Fleet Foxes and Grizzly Bear with like their harmonies. We do a lot with harmonies, and just I like Bon Iver. I listen to just about everything, but I feel like the folk things come through the most, obviously.
Yeah, I used to just listen to older things like the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, and Zeppelin and stuff like that. More recently, I've gotten into newer stuff. Andrew Bird is a big influence. Zach Condon of Beirut and Bon Iver, all those guys. I'm also a big Radiohead fan, so it's just kind of the alt rock, classic rock, like folk, indie type stuff for me.
Yeah, I listen to a lot of the same stuff that these guys do. I'm definitely influenced by like strings and a lot of bands like Andrew Bird. He's an awesome violinist, and Gregory Alan Isakov has a lot of orchestral music. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm influenced a lot by this group Blind Pilot that I got to see open up for the Decemberists last year at the Newport. So they've kind of helped me get an ear for adapting to a folk rock kind of sound.
Yeah, which seems to really come together. You guys can see the progression clearly, getting you more involved. It's very, very good. So you guys are playing next, so don't leave. But besides playing next, where are your next shows? So we'll go check you out.
Okay, our next show, as of now, is on May 21st, and what it is that it's a folk fest, and it's in a house. And as far as the details about time and place, that can be found online. But I guess it's going to feature a couple different folk groups. And then beyond that, we have 2 shows at Scully's in June, June 6th and June 14th. And I believe we're playing with Scrimshaw and the Mariner. And they're like a very melodic, harmony-based group, 3 girls that are kind of close friends with us, and we've played shows with them. And we're also playing with a group called Indigo Wild, which is like kind of a mix between Fleet Foxes and local natives and kind of stuff like that. And they're really great too. And 2 of them go here, and the 3 girls also go here. Well, 2 of them do. And then on the 6th, we're playing with a group from Georgia.
Yeah,
I think that they contacted us through some website, and they were coming through Columbus, and they wanted to add us to the bill for their show. So.
Very cool. Make sure you check it out because it's going to be outstanding. You get a little taste here, but it won't be the full thing. So The song you guys are playing is Stairwell. There's a little bit of a story behind Stairwell. What's going on?
When I first wrote Stairwell song, I didn't have a name for it, and then we were learning it for a show. We decided just to record a demo right then.
Just on a whim.
Yeah, it was very out of nowhere. So we decided the stairs in most of the dorms have really good acoustics. So we went to the 10th floor of Siebert and recorded there.
Yeah.
And they had like a floor meeting going on at the time, and they got pretty pissed.
Yeah, they were politely pissed.
Yeah.
They told us to wrap it up.
Yeah.
We were
but we got a recording
stomping
out of it.
and jumping around, so we were being
Making
pretty
a lot
loud.
of noise. Yeah.
They should probably just tell them they listen to you. Like, I really don't want to hear you already. I'd rather hear this music. Thanks again for coming on. We'll hear you guys play in about 5 minutes. So don't leave.